Hello everyone, my name is Josh Price, Director of Operations for North America B2B at Alibaba.com. We're in unprecedented times right now, and it's our responsibility to be there for each other. As an ally to small and medium-sized businesses everywhere, Alibaba.com is taking drastic measures to ensure sourcing medical and personal protective equipment is a safe and seamless experience for everyone. This includes the removal of sellers from the Alibaba.com platform who are not authorized manufacturers or sellers of personal and medical protective equipment, and highlighting those who are authorized sellers and exporters of these critical items for our healthcare professionals. In this session, we're going to cover a quick overview of cross-border trade. I'm going to highlight the importance of understanding import and export regulations that are specific to personal protective equipment. Then we're going to dive into the Alibaba.com's role in sourcing of these needed supplies. And finally, I'm going to leave you with resources and actionable next steps. Before we dive in, I want to quickly disclaim that I'm neither a licensed custom broker nor a lawyer. This presentation is not meant to be legal advice. It's meant to be informational and a way for you to get familiar with the frequently changing regulations, as well as provide resources for you to make informed decisions before sourcing medical and personal protective equipment. Please consult a licensed custom broker before importing medical and personal protective equipment. And most importantly, Alibaba disclaims all liability with respect to action taken or not taken based on the contents of this presentation. Over the last few years, I've had the privilege of speaking with thousands of small and medium-sized business owners and executives. Some have extensive experience in cross-border trading, others don't have much. Some were too nervous to even try it, others had no choice but to go global. Alibaba.com's built tools to improve cross-border communication and trade to reduce the barriers related to language and distance, helping buyers and sellers trust with one another. Incoterms are a globally recognized set of standards used worldwide in the international and domestic contracts for the delivery of goods. You can see here some of the most commonly used terms like FOB or free on board, DDP, which means delivered duties paid, Ex-Works, which all have very precise meanings for the sale of goods around the world. These are created and published by the International Chamber of Commerce, and it's recommended you refer to the handbook created by the International Chamber of Commerce for more detailed information regarding Incoterms. It's important that these terms are discussed with the supplier and confirmed before the contract of sale is negotiated. If you don't, there is a risk that issues will arise with the deal, and you'll encounter unnecessary complications to the shipment. Every country has their own set of requirements for exporting and importing products, and these regulations change frequently and vary by country. Be sure to consult with a licensed customs broker before importing any medical devices or personal protective equipment. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration, or the FDA, is responsible for regulating imports of medical and personal protective equipment in the U.S. to the extent that such personal protective equipment is intended for medical use. Most goods regulated by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration require a formal entry for importation. If a formal entry is required, you'll need to have an account set up with a customs broker and documentation prepared prior to the shipping. Documentation is usually completed by the exporter or supplier prior to the goods being delivered to the carrier. The importer of record, or IOR, is ultimately responsible to ensure that the documentation provided is accurate and complete. Proper documentation and information is critical. Once submitted to the customs brokers, they will review information for accuracy prior to being submitted to the U.S. Customs and Border Patrol, or CBP. It's also important to note that in addition to regulations varying by country, their requirements also vary by product category and use. Medical versus non-medical use determines how it's regulated by CBP. For example, disposable masks can look very similar to surgical masks, but in fact, the product materials and the packaging are very different. An example of that is the name of the product or the lack of FDA claims on disposable masks make it very different when you're importing them into the United States. Disposable masks that do not make any medical claims will likely not be regulated by FDA when importing, but surgical masks that are used for medical use will be strictly regulated. Make sure that you review FDA guidelines at fda.gov and consult your licensed custom broker if you plan on importing personal protective equipment. Alibaba.com, which was founded in 1999, is one of the world's largest business-to-business trading platforms. The platform has over 10 million active buyers, more than 150,000 suppliers from over 190 countries and regions. What was once a directory of factories in China is now a global trading platform, allowing you to find, communicate, purchase from all over the world. In addition to that, we've implemented payment, inspection, shipping, and logistics services to reduce the barriers for cross-border trading. This week is the Alibaba.com online trade show, but it really doesn't ever end. Our platform's open for business every day of the year, 24 hours a day. There's over 200 million product listings across more than 40 industries, with over 5,900 product categories. At Alibaba.com, you can find suppliers to purchase finished goods, customize existing goods, or bring your ideas to life. To make it easier for buyers to find the products they're looking for, we create what we call pavilions, which are dedicated to merchandise from verified suppliers in specific product categories. And that's exactly what we did for the medical and personal protective equipment. This pavilion includes products and suppliers that are verified to manufacture and export personal protective equipment. Here you'll find various types of masks, face shields, thermometers, disinfectants, and more. Our team took steps to verify suppliers' capacities and certifications to ensure that they can meet the certain standards that buyers require. You can visit this pavilion at alibaba.com/protective-equipment. For those of you who are new to alibaba.com, we've created additional resources to support you. On the right side of the page, you'll find a headset icon. If you click there, you'll be directed to your sourcing guide for alibaba.com. Here you will find quick tutorials for creating an account, finding products, and messaging suppliers. In addition to helping buyers find and communicate with verified suppliers, we make it easy to transact and trade. Alibaba.com's Trade Assurance is a free payment and order protection platform that protects orders with the payment done on the platform. We make it easy to make secure online payments to suppliers through bank payments, credit card, and telegraphic transfer, or TT. As part of the ordering process, you'll have the option to add in production monitoring and inspection services for a small fee. This helps reduce the risk in production delays and product conformity. Inspection services are provided independently by professional third-party service providers. Our partners visit the manufacturing facilities and randomly check products against the order specifications. First, inspection details confirmed with the buyers and sellers via email. Then the inspections performed on-site at the factory. And then an inspection report is provided within 24 hours and can be viewed online at Alibaba.com. Alibaba.com Freight is powered by Freightos, which is the world's largest digital freight platform. Freight services are available to buyers in select regions of North America, Europe, and Australia. The Freight platform allows you to compare and book quotes from 12 hand-picked providers, gives you full visibility and control with end-to-end tracking, live updates, and flexible payment options, as well as stay organized with a single dashboard to manage documents, communicate with providers, and access to the Alibaba.com and Freightos support teams. We have a ton of resources available for businesses ranging a variety of topics, including more details on the import regulations and the Incoterms we touched on earlier, as well as resources for working capital solutions and much more. You could see them all by going to alibaba.com/buildup, #B2B today, and clicking on the View the Archives button in the right side of the page. If you're a government organization or a healthcare system looking to make a large purchase and you need help, you can email us at ppe@list.alibaba-inc.com. For everyone else, you can visit the PPE pavilion that we showed you before at alibaba.com/protective-equipment to search and purchase from verified suppliers today. I want to thank you all for your time today. I hope you got value out of this session or are on your way to safely importing personal protective equipment. Thank you.